Hey everyone, welcome back to another lesson here on the channel. Today we're going to be talking about the exact strategy I'm using to scale my Amazon FBA businesses in 2021. I'll be talking about how I'm doing my product research, the kind of products I'm looking for, and the kind of changes that I'm making to them to list them successfully. So if that sounds like something you'd be interested in watching, be sure to stick around to the end. Be sure to like and subscribe down below so you don't miss any videos like this in the future, if you haven't already. Without further ado, let's just get right into it. Okay, we have arrived. Welcome. We are going to be kind of just using this as an example. I generally start my videos with just a random example. I'll just type something in. I think I started, I searched modern decor accents, this came up. So it actually works well though. This will work well for kind of what I'm trying to explain to you today. So I'm currently in the middle of probably launching the most products I've ever launched on Amazon. I'm really excited. 2021's got me excited. I have a separate account that's not public now. That also has me very excited that I can be, kind of working on things and everyone doesn't have to see it. Thousands of people don't know what it is, clicking my ads and stuff. So on my second Seller Central account right now, I'm in the middle of launching 3 new products. And they all have some consistencies and some commonalities amongst each other. Even though they're quite different products, I figured the principle behind those products I could bring to you. You might be able to have some success as well launching future products. So one of the first things that I look for in a product, let's just start from step 1, is that I just want to see that I can be the best seller, right? Like, yeah, I can say this 1,000 different ways, but is there still room for me to be the top seller? I don't just want to be like the 10th best seller. I want to be the best seller in the market. Literally the best seller selling the most units. I want to be Amazon's choice. I want to have the best photography, all of that. So if you're going into markets that are already pretty saturated, pretty densely populated with great listings, probably not something that I would personally do. Doesn't mean that you can't do it. So that's one of the first things I look for. I'm actually going to give you a real number here today, not just like a tip. I would say look for markets that have less than 25 to 50 listings. So it's a threshold for a reason. 25 to 50, if you're in that range, you're getting there. It's okay. Ideally, less than 25 completely relevant results. Now you're in a space where like a majority of those are probably not going to be great. The lower you can get this number to a degree, I would say the ideal number is probably between 10 and 15 competitors, somewhere in there. It's actually not like 1 or 2 most of the time because you kind of want enough competitors to give you some proof of concept, track their sales, see how they've been doing over a period of time. Generally just like one competitor might not be the greatest reference point, but you can use other things like search volume in that case. Just not as good of a statistic to go off of. So that's kind of what I'm looking for. Now that we know what I'm looking for, how am I making changes to this product to sell it successfully? So we have something like this. We kind of already know that it's selling well. We could look at their sales history graph, even just looking at this. If we come down here to Keepa, this graph's paid for. It's some monthly fee. This shows you review velocity. So we can kind of see how they launched, when they started getting majority of their sales. We go all time. I'm already looking at all time here. Came in about November. They've been selling pretty consistently throughout here. Went out of stock or inactive a couple times. For the most part, it's just pretty consistent, normal, I think, non-giveaway launch. This actually looks mostly organic. Generally, you could tell that based on this. This becomes kind of just like reading a book. We could see that in the beginning, they actually had less sales than they have now. If this were a giveaway, it'd probably be the opposite, right? They would have a really strong boom. It would just drop down to almost nothing for the sales rank instantly. Then you'd have a moment where it climbs back up as they fight to, make all those organic sales the same velocity that they're making the giveaway sales at. And then it might come back down. So in this case, I think we have a product that launched completely naturally. They probably ran some ads, maybe did some coupons, but that's about it. I don't think they did anything that we couldn't do. Their photography is good. They have lifestyles. They have some white backgrounds. I don't think there's anything wrong there. This is really short, right? This is kind of like bare minimum for the bullet points. These could be huge paragraphs. Like this could take up this whole section here. Title, definitely some things I would change. I don't necessarily know that I'd start my title with 3 pieces. That might be something I put towards the end. It's kind of apparent, right? I would put my main search term that I'm trying to rank for there. So whether this ends up being a starfish statue or nautical statue, like that's what I would have at the beginning. We can come down to their description, check that out. Description's not bad. It's not enhanced brand content, but it's still not bad. And then we would come down to the reviews, look at what people are saying. It would be nice if they would be different hypes to group together more aesthetically pleasingly. I don't know if what I just said was a real word, but yeah, they're all around the same height. Generally with statues or any kind of things, you see this with like candle holders and stuff. Yeah, maybe the middle one's the tallest. You have like the second tallest and then like the shortest one. So that's something directly we could implement. Now let's talk about what I would start changing. So instantly, we've kind of found the market, we found what the product is, then we would just determine what the customers think of the market as it stands. And now we have a great place to start thinking about what we could change and what we could do. And now I'm gonna go to Pinterest or Etsy. It's a really popular strategy as of lately. I just did a video with Bradley Sutton, he was talking about this as well. And I found designs that are different from what's on Amazon, but are best-selling designs on Etsy and Pinterest. Okay, I then used those as a reference. I went to my supplier and I had them completely customize the products that I wanted to sell on Amazon. So this is kind of what's new here. So I'm spending a lot more time making more changes to the product. So now when I come in with my product, it's not just something that in a couple months, listings from Alibaba can be listed. It's my exact product. People will just list it for a lower price. It's not going to happen, right? I've actually completely made my product kind of from scratch. If you want to take this extremely far, you get an exclusivity contract signed with the supplier. Hey, this is my design. I'm simply paying you to build it. You cannot sell this design. So essentially what that would mean. But even if you didn't, the half-life of that product just grew almost exponentially. Right? Because people are not going to go to the length to fully customize the product that you have most of the time. It's almost always just arbitraging from Alibaba, putting it on Amazon. So why don't you guys, homework assignment, something I'm trying to start this year, giving you guys homework assignments. Why don't you go find a product, and I want you to walk through this whole process, even if you don't have the money to start it right now, just get good at doing that process. Finding that kind of market, understanding the state of the market, going and finding new ideas and new designs that are on Pinterest or Etsy, then going over to Alibaba and actually, like, you could actually message suppliers, show them pictures of the design that you want to use, ask them if they could create it, get your negotiating skills down. You could even be doing this, you know, if it's not something that you actively can do yet, in honing your skills. That's going to do it for today's video. Be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already, like I mentioned at the beginning. We've been growing pretty well lately. I'm really excited. The amount of you out there watching my videos are incredible. Thank you to every single one of you. And with that being said, I'll see you in the next video. Thanks so much. Later.